Welcome back, everybody, to Final Fantasy XIV Online with Roselore Serafina. It looks very much like we are doing the quest questions and lenses. Let's get on our little pony thingy. Our chocobo. Our pony bird. Let's get on our pony bird and go in the wrong direction. Now, because we finished the initial A Realm Reborn and we're currently in the patches after, we can actually fly in all the regions from A Realm Reborn. I am so pleased with that. After this, I think it starts to get a little bit trickier to get the flying going, so we're going to have to keep an eye out for some of those little tricky bits. Right, Ros, I completely forgot. Let me just stop for a minute, because one of the other things I'm trying to do is my challenge log. We have 56 hours remaining. We're trying to do some completions, because with our completions we get an extra 10 grand. So we're going to have to look to some allied societies and if we have any, and so on and so forth. So one of those things that we were looking at, the whole thing that triggered that, was the fates. So it looks like I just need to do 2 more fates to a gold level. So let's get that done so we can do that. We are so laggy today. All right. Oh no, I don't know if I want to do this fate. I always get murdered in it with a Malay character. I know. How long has it got to run? 3 minutes. Yeah, we're not doing that. Okay, change plans. Let's go upstairs. If you've ever wondered where to find your questions and lenses quest, it is all the way up here, where this person has a bird's eye view. Matheomi. You must be the young lancer I was told to expect. Greetings and well met. I am Matheomi, commander of the brave men and women of this spire. Now, let's have a good look at you. I see. You possess strength and skill in abundance. That's right, we need to turn the sound down. Of this there is no doubt, but you still want for experience. Oh, I don't doubt you've seen much and more. Mayhap you believe there's a... Oops. No lancer nor any man can foresee all possibilities, but he can steel himself for the unexpected. I would have you do just that. Take this bottle of fresh spoken blood and sprinkle it at the foot of the great tree to the north. Doing so will lure out the creatures of the night which you are to vanquish. Alrighty. Now, normally I would run back down the stairs again, but today I'm feeling particularly lazy. And, we're going to fly down. Okay. Now, some would say that's good time management. Others would say that's particularly lazy. I'm not sure which camp I really sit in, but I do appreciate the fact that that was very quick. Spoken blood, let's go. It's good for alchemy as well. We will have to probably get ourselves some of it later. And we pivot, we sense a hostile presence. I forgot to get my bird out. Okay, and I need to get used to my abilities because I've been playing a Viper and, oops. Is that my old thing going around me? No, it's not. Let's get 8. What is that? Ooh, 8 is very helpful. Okay. What's this do? Okay. Right. I like that one too. That's pretty good. Let's use that whenever we've got it. Okay. I know, let me have a quick look at this. Attack of 100, combo action true thrust. Disembowel, combo action true thrust grants power surge. So what I might do is I might actually switch these two around and we'll use that one as a preference. I have on my other characters, I have this as a control 4. I usually have this a little bit further out. What is 8? Let me have a look at that. Okay, combo action with vorpal thrust. So I might put that there because that looks like it's a single attack. Rightio. And we're going to pop this up here out of the way. I do need to put my potions where they belong. So I play a number of characters. I play vanilla and as you're supposed to, but what I've discovered in playing across a few characters is that you need to oh, we do have society quests. I forgot about the selves. Is that it helps if you put the things you're going to use that are similar across different jobs in the same spot. So for instance, I have that on control 2, and I have that usually over here when I have any in stock. I'm still deciding about duty actions and things. Alrighty, so we are currently working on our Lancer, which we're going to take right through to Dragoon. These ones are all finished, so they're all level 50. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep all my classes at about the same level so that they can have one set of gear. So the gear shared across the melee DPS can all be shared across one thing, which leaves me with more space in my armory, which is a pain in the neck to clean out. So pretty much everything in here I would like to have assigned to one thing. It's going to be a little bit hard with my weaponry. Let's just pop us back into Lancer because that's what we're doing. Alright, grab that bird. Why run up the stairs when I can just, you know, fly? Okay, Matheomi. Welcome back, lass, and well done. I bore witness to your battle with mine own eyes. The blood bat bewilders its prey with its ceaseless flittering, which makes putting a spear in the beast an exercise in frustration. Frustration that may easily have given rise to panic. Yet to your credit, you fought on resolutely, and thus emerged the victor. Rightio. Egwene has taught you well, young one. You have a way to go, to be sure, but beneath those rough-hewn edges I see the makings of a great Lancer. With my blessing, make your way to Buscarron's druthers in the South Shroud. It is there that your next instructor, Buscarron himself, awaits. The man had a unique approach to our art, though it's a fair while since he hung up his spear. His words are well worth hearing. Indeed, Lancers visit him as much for his counsel as they do his mead, good though it is. By meeting Buscarron and availing yourself of his knowledge, your lance work will surely improve. Rightio, which means we are teleporting to Quarrymill, I believe. Okay. And then we're going to take our bird for a ride. Let's go, birdie bird. We do need to spend some time in the palace as well, because otherwise things get a bit frustrating later on. This game has so many moving parts. It's taken me, I think I'm up to about 2,000 hours in it now, but that's all. I mean, some of you have much longer than that. It's taken me about 2,000 hours to get my head around some of those parts. Not all of them, my goodness, there are so many. So hopefully with this playthrough you'll get a vague idea of how they fit together, which will definitely be much more of an idea than I had when I first started. We're not here for that. What is that about, I wonder? Let me just see. I know, got me confused. Let's talk to Buscarron. I'm gonna have to poke it just to see what it is. Well, if it isn't Egwene's protege, I thought it was about time you arrived. I'm Buscarron, and this here's my place, in case you're wondering why old Egwene sent you. I should have mentioned I'm not always been in the food and drink business. Before I opened the druthers, I manned an outpost not far from here. Any road, between keeping throats wet and bellies full, I ain't got a great deal of time to chat just now, so if you don't mind, I'll get on with educating you. Now, take this nice bottle of full flower mead. Wait, don't open it. This ain't that kind of lesson. No, I want you to make an offering of it at Miss Store's Lance, which is a monument tucked away in a rocky cleft south of here. See the bottle safely there, complete with its contents, and when you come back, I'll tell you a story. Got all that? Good. Rightio, let's go. I know, I want to poke the shiny bit, but hey, I'm sure that's another mission. Okay, let's go. Oh, look, a hunt target for Lancer. Let's take that out while we're on our way. Uh-oh, it might take me out the way I'm going. Okay, hang on. That gives me 2. But if I go 1, Oh, fiddlesticks. Now I have to find another one to practice this on. Alright. So if I go 1, right, and then I go 3, 3, I can go 5. Oh. Well, that's kind of handy too. So I need to switch these around and maybe do that. So a lot of the out of dungeon battles, this is where you've got a little teeny tiny bit of time. Did you just? You did just hit that thing. In order to practice your rotations. Yeah. Alright. How many of these do we have to do? Hunting log entry for antelope does complete. Rightio. That's not where we need to be. We actually just need to go around the corner here. Well, level 26, these things could still take a chock at us, but they might not. Into Mistal's Lance, where we are going to pop our bottle of full flower mead. There we go. And then we're going to toddle on back to Buscarron's. Now, I could teleport all the way to Quarrymill and then, run across to Buscarron's, but it's actually quicker if I do it this way. Probably be quicker still if I use a bunch of Kobo, which you can use on the run, but not on the sprint. Rightio. There, that's so much quicker. Alright. I am really looking forward to getting to the later parts of the game and sharing them with you. I've learnt so much by just getting one character there and working through things. It's affecting how I kind of set things up in the beginning. I really like that. Let's talk to Buscarron. So, you offered up the mead as I told you, and without drinking a drop. Very well, you shall have a tale of me as promised. Mistal is the man who founded the Lancers Guild. The monument I sent you to was erected in his honour. Mistal was courage made flesh. Cut him, and I dare say he'd have bled the stuff. It was him who first identified the two aspects of a lancer's courage, as well as how to go about tempering them. And that weren't all he did. Seeing how the art got stale, and what with our lancers keeping to the confines of the Twelveswood, he sought to bring in new techniques and methods from faraway lands. For Gridania was a different place in his day. The outside world was a thing to be shunned back then, and non-forest-born were considered faithless savages. Aye, it was even worse than now. Of course, old Miss Starr wasn't afraid to call that way of thinking what it was, a lot of ignorance and cowardice. To cut a long story short, despite a forest full of good old Gridanian stubbornness, he finally convinced the nation to open its doors to foreign lancers, and by blending their techniques with his own, he gave the world the art which you now practice. To this day, the Lancers Guild accepts students, regardless of their origin. That wouldn't have been possible if it hadn't been for Mistal. Us Lancers owe him much and more, and it's our charge to carry on his legacy. Never forget that. Eh? What's that? When's the trial? Much as I hate to disappoint, there isn't one. Your courage was never in doubt, lass. My part in your training's done. 'Tis time you visited your third and final instructor, a fellow named Vauxclairt. You'll find him whiling away his time at the Bobbing Cork, like as not. Oh, that's the name of an inn in Vauxclairt, in case you don't know. Up in the North Shroud it is. Vauxclairt's an old rival of mine. Me and him used to go at it till neither man could lift his spear off the ground. I warn you, he was a right stubborn bugger back then, and the years ain't done much to improve his humours. So, good luck with impressing him. Yeah, thanks, Busk, for that. Vauxclair't, you say? Well, I sense a little bit of teleportation in my near future. Let's go. Oh no, bit of a delay here. Boom dilume. Alright. Oh. That should be the Bob and Cork, shouldn't it? Looks promising. I could just look at the map, look. Bob and Cork. Rightio. I take it you are the young lancer of whom Wayne spoke, and an adventurer besides by the look of you. I was an adventurer myself once. That was before I became a lance for hire. But enough idle talk. You've come to learn from me, and learn from me you shall. Be warned, though, that you will not find me as lenient an instructor as the others. Now, pay attention. Thus far you have learnt to muster your courage in situations of fear, panic, and uncertainty. With me, you will learn to do so in the face of change. The enemy is a living thing, and living things are apt to change. Whatever the nature of that change, a lancer must be able to think and adapt. And to think and adapt during battle requires courage. To teach you the meaning of my words, I would have you challenge a fiery fiend known as the Red Balloon. However, the creature will appear only when there is a raging flame. You may kindle such a flame by procuring 6 fingers from slain balloons, and depositing them at a gutted campfire. This should suffice to entice the Red Balloon. As the battle wears on, the creature's fury shall burn with ever greater fervour until it is ripe to burst in a conflagration of death. Let courage lend strength to your lance and extinguish this fiery foe. Alright, Vauxclairт, let's do it. Wow. He's not that grumpy. He's just, an instructor. So basically, we're going to head on down this way. There is, I could just check my map if you wanted. But it's over here. We go slay the balloons. Then we're going to go down to here and light a fire. And along the way, we're going to try not to die. Because there are other things on this path, of course. So heading down southward. Kind of on our way to Central Shroud. I mean, I could just slay a balloon from over there. But I think we've done that already. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. You can see the markers. There are chosen targets. That's okay. We are going this way. This is where they would like us to slay our balloons. And we'll just hop out of here because he's going to go bang. I could probably have killed him, maybe. Oh, right. This is another place to find shroud hairs for your acidic ingredients too, for your alchemy, if you're looking for them rather than buying them. Oh, I don't think he likes me anymore. I don't think he liked me to start with, but anyway. I like having that longer sequence in one spot though, rather than having the short, devastating sequence there. How many have we got? What? Oh, you stay out of it. This is not your business, mister. Stop biting me. I like too how if you're close enough to an enemy when your thing goes off, you can just carry on the next bit. Those spider things, the Yazen, they're like just long-legged bits of aggro. Shroud hairs are okay unless you do horrible things like hit them by mistake, then they get a bit upset with you. Have we got it yet? What I wanted to do very quickly was I wanted to grab my lancers, this one, and actually just track it so that it comes up over here. Then I can track how many more fingers I've got to collect. Yazen scavengers. Alright, let's go back this way. Look, he respawned. That was a mistake. Whoops, went off too early. And this is why you practice your rotations. Might as well start that cycle again. It's not like we need a big build up. I'm gonna get another Yazen scavenger on my head in a minute. Yeah, there it comes. And now I'm fighting 3 of them. 2 of them. We'll just get rid of this one first. And then we'll get rid of this one. And boom! Oh, well, here we go. Alright, we got our 6 fingers. We're going to use them on the gutted campfire, which is over here. We go from fighting itty bitty balloons to great big balloons, I think. Let's pop our 6 fingers in there. I sense a hostile presence. Well, I did kind of invade his territory. Let's slap that thing and skewer it. We just need to keep an eye on him because he is going to go burlesque on us in a minute. He's getting bigger as time goes on. Always worry. Incandescent with rage. We got him before he blew his stack. Alrighty, and then because I'm feeling particularly lazy today, let us grab our teleport. We'll zippity-doo-dah up to full gold, float for 100 gold. Rightio. And away we go. Where are we going? We are going up here. Into the bobbing cork. Upstairs to speak to Mr. Grumpy. Lance of Vauxclairt. Hi. So, you've vanquished the red balloon, no less than what I would expect of one of your wains. Your enemy altered its nature throughout the encounter, thereby causing the terms of battle to shift repeatedly. Yet ever did you press onward, your courage holding firm in the midst of constant change. So it was that you emerged triumphant. I am not known for being liberal with my praise, but you have done well. Yours is a genuine courage. Mind you, this does not give you license to forsake your training. You are still but a fledgling among us after all. I have finished with you. You may report back to Ewain, and when you do, tell that young upstart that I demand he show his face here from time to time. That is all. Rightio then. That's sweet. He misses Ewain. Okay, where are we going? Back to the Lancers Guild? Alright, did I set Gridania as my home point? No, it's still Alda. And let us go back to New Gridania. And she always has to think about it for just a little bit. Okay, let us... Well, let's take the Etherite. Bit quicker. Into the Ethernet. Over to the Lancers Guild. Diddly-oom, let's go. Alrighty. Back to it. Okay. Off to talk to Ewain. Hi Ewain, how you doing? Oh, Vauxclairt demands I show my face. I can only assume the buxom brunette at the float isn't lavishing him with the attention he craves. Very well, I shall see what I can do. As for you, Roselore, well done. I never doubted that you would meet with the approval of all 3 men, yet I am no less proud of you for having done so. You have travelled far along the Lancer's path, and soon you will no longer require my guidance. In fact, you need to overcome but one further trial to complete your education here. Do so, and I will give you my blessing to leave the Lancers Guild and embark upon a new adventure with a spear in hand. As ever, apply yourself to your lance work and return when you are ready for your final challenge. I look forward to our next meeting. Ooh. Okay. 26, 23, 25, 22, 25. Alrighty, so this was 22, wasn't it? Pants. No pants on offer. So 23 was my next lowest. So let's improve that. Boom! We leveled to 27, but it is not enough, I think, to unlock our next quest. No. For our next quest, Proof of Might, we need to be Lancer 30. Well, we can get there. Okay. No. We need to go C for character. We just got some new gear. What are we going to do with that? we're going to put it on and equip it. Now we're at Lancer level 24. It's not great, but it's not too bad. Let us keep going. I think too, where's my monk? Let's see for... Okay, let's just jump into monk for a minute. I think she's wearing monk specialty clothing at the moment. Let's just check. Oh yeah, so this is just for monk, so there's no sharing that gear. There is sharing of this gear though, so when we get our Lancer up to level 50, they'll be able to get some nice rings and stuff. Rightio. We're at level 27. We need to be level 30. What's left in our hunting log? I seem to have neglected my hunting log. Right, we need to fix that. Let's go. Now there are two ways we can do this. So I have my hunting log to do, but I also have this challenge log to do. Okay, so that challenge log we can do, we've got fates, we've got battles, and in battles it's completing 5 dungeons is next. We've done our companion, our bosom buddy, so that's what I was checking. Oh, no, we've got to do 5 more, and then we can have that one there. Fates, what did we say, 2 more fates? Yep, 2 more fates. 5 more bosom buddy quests. Lev quests, however, let's have a quick look at that. Alright, 5 Lev quests with different Lev plates. They don't have to be the same level as after, but I think if we go to... Let's do 2 things. Let's go to Hawthorne Hut in Central Shroud, because there are a couple of things we can do. So we just... East Shroud, not Central, right? So Hawthorne Hut in East Shroud for 2 reasons. One, I think the Leves there are going to be closer to our level. We can check that now. Let's check with our Lev met. Battlecraft Leves. Level 15, they're well below our level. Alright. The other reason we came here, so I'm wrong on that, we're going to have to go to another area for higher Levs. We don't have to, we could do those and just take the XP hit. But the other reason we're here is, I was hoping, Allied Society quests. I was hoping we could do some of these as well. So these will also level us up and they'll get our standing in our Allied Society along. Because if you go to duty and timers, you can see that the next mission allowance, we have 19 hours. Yes, 19 hours and 49 minutes remaining, and it will clock over on the 18th of August at 0600. For our fashion report, I still haven't worked out how to do that, but apparently you can do stuff. I don't know what to do with that. I'll have to look up how it works. Adventurous Squadron, we haven't really played with it. Yes, there are new recruits. Ventures, I haven't sent my dudes on ventures yet. Next map allowance is available now. Allied Society daily quest allowance. We can do 12 if we have the Allied Societies for it. So let's have a look. Okay, it's not going to give me an idea, no. And I haven't unlocked the other thing that we normally check in here. Next level allowance happens on the 17th of August at 2200. So we have 11 hours and 48 minutes remaining because apparently it is the 17th of August in Australia. So yes, there we go. Right. What was I doing? I just confused myself. I was torn between 2 things. We have 50 hours, which is 2 days, which means I can get this one done, but not this one, before the next thing. 48. 3 days. I might get that done if I can do 12 today. Maybe. Or not. We'll just see how many we can go. Really, all I need to get the next 10 grand is to complete 5 more challenges. Now, that involves grabbing my budgie. Finding a level 25 area to do our Lev quest, because we can do Lev quest and budgie, and that's 3. Okay, let's have a look at our teleport. So this is a level 15 area. Quarrymill and Camp Tranquil. I think Quarrymill is closed. Let's go up to there and we'll see what the Levs are like in Quarrymill. Alrighty. Lev met is the little exclamation mark over here. Alright. There is work to be had if you're interested, my friend. Okay. So we have Battlecraft Leves. I'm just going to do all of them. So we'll just... I can have 16. And then we'll just go to the level 20 ones. We won't get as much XP for them, but that's fine. In Fieldcraft... Ooh, we can do some mining ones. Let's accept those. It's going to tell me I've had enough in a minute. Anything in botanist or fishing? Oh wait, botanist. That requires okay. Fishing tackle is bait. We've done this before. Okay. So what we're doing is we're trying to get different lev plates. Which is not as easy as it sounds. And fishing. I'm not sure I want to do the fishing. Tradecraft. We're going to focus on these a little bit better. Once we start focusing on our trades. So I'm going to leave those for the minute. Alright, if you have a look at your mini-map, you will see that we are surrounded by green. If you look at your main map, you'll see we're surrounded by green. Let's get some of these done. Okay. Might as well start out here. This looks like where our first one is. This one is hard being Moogle. If we go into J for journal, scoot down to Lev quests. Okay. Hard being Moogle. Here we go. It's a battle Lev. Okay, so let's get that one done. So we're standing in it. We are our Lancer. Let's initiate that and get going. Now, because we're so far above it, it's going to actually penalise us a little bit. Alright, what do we got to do? Oh no! Okay, before we go any further, where's my beacon emote? Let me just pop this up here so I can find it easily. Where have we got to go? Over to there. I've got to get them to that passage. Rightio. Target. Alright, before we go any further, we are going to destroy this thing. He's not going to follow us till we beckon him. Just sneaking out over there, aren't you? And I might go and get this one. Sometimes it works to do this. Sometimes you'll run ahead like this, and the critters will come in and murder your escort while you're doing this. So let's run back before we lose our job. All right. Now I don't know if these antelope stags are going to attack, but that's okay. Let's beckon Kickin over this way. Now the nice thing is I can look around us. Alright. And I don't have to turn around to get Kickin to follow us again. We've got... Oh! Now you gotta listen to your bird. Because your bird will warn you when there's an enemy around. He's a good bird. Maybe I shouldn't have stood there. Ow! Rude. I'm stuck. He tossed me behind a pillar. Rude bird. Leaf thing. Okay, let my bird do the work. Of course, what a good idea. Come on, Kickin. You've got to be in range as well. Alright. So try not to move too far ahead. I generally find this is a good this is why you don't go too far ahead. back to Kootenai. And beckon. Oh no, I clicked on my bird. Come here, Kootenai. So what we're looking for is any more little squares that might materialize where we can see them. I'm lost too. I've forgotten where I need to be. There, okay. You can also do this by typing /beckon in your chat box, but you've got to have... Love this bird. It's warning me of something. Oh, there it is. Hey! Oh, okay. So running it with my companion obviously is proving to be a benefit, because the bird gets very, very excited once you've trained him into combat. He gets very, very excited when whenever there's something that's likely to come and attack you. So we've moved 78 out of 100, we're too far ahead. Why don't I simply choose not to be seen? Ha! Then what sort of celebrity would that make me? A smart one, Kootenai. A smart one. Come on, troublemaking little white kitty thing. Moogle. I am still in one piece. I'll give you that Koople now. Where is my escort? Alright, now we can go back to Quarrymill, but I'm actually going to say no because it looks like there's another Leve up here. Alrighty. This one is elemental housekeeping. So let's just go into J. We're going to get rid of that one. Just untrap it. We'll look for elemental housekeeping. That is a mining one. So let's grab our pickaxe. Make sure our sneakers, oops, on. Okay, it looks like I have auto sync. I'm just going to maybe just remove that. Right, now we need to also initiate it. So, oh no, elemental housekeeping. Down to here, go into the adventure, click initiate. Go OK and confirm. Right, now we're looking for rocky outcrops. We need to obtain 40 moss covered stones. So let's use a little bit of skill with this. Open that up. Okay, bountiful yield. I'm not going to do... Oh no, I can't do automatic thingy. Look at a 60% chance. Let's increase that to a chance of a bonus. Better chance of a bountiful harvest bonus. Oops. And we need to remember to replenish that. Well, we have the MP to do it, of course. I know, I was doing this last night. It was taking forever. But we got it done. I've run out of GP. So what I might do in a minute. Okay, so we have 13 out of 40. I'm just going to duck very quickly into here. I'm going to find something that gives me gathering points. That's craftsmanship. Let's not waste that. That one. Let's use that. And I think... No, I don't have any cordial. I do have cordial. Let's pop that down here. I only got one though. Let's replenish that. We need to buy some, and now I've got a use for my things. There it is. Okay, has to be patient. Alright, so this should see us finish this lab this round, if as long as I remember to keep the pressure up on that. Nope, we're gonna have to go after one more. Okay. Alright, that's 28 out of 40. If you look at your mini-map, it'll show you where the next one is. When you need it, not before. Because basically once you get everything you need, I don't have any more cordials, so we're just stuck with waiting for things to turn up. 2. Four. I know. 6. 8. My internet is very slow today. 10. 12. Rightio, I need to get 3 more. Let's just wait. Turn. So only the outcrops with the little square above it. If you're in an area where there's a naturally occurring set of mining bits, don't click on the ones that have no little card above them. There we go, that's it. Duty completes as soon as we've done 40 out of 40. Let's not return to Quarrymill just yet, because there is another duty in this area. Over here, fueling the flames. Now that looks very much like it could be a combat duty, so we'll just check in our journal before we start it. Alrighty, J for journal. We have to do that anyway, so we're just gonna... Fueling the flames is a botanist. Botanist one. Well, okay then. Auto sneak is on, so I'm just going to get rid of this. There are other things I can put down there. And we're going to initiate the quest. Okay. Again, looking for the nodes with the thing on them already. Chopping for firewood. Alright, I'm just gonna let things... So I also figured out the other day, oh no, it doesn't have the thing. There's some Leve quests which have numbers that give you bonuses to your gathering score for the quest. And I've worked out how to read that now, whereas before I didn't know how. I always used to wonder how you could possibly get that bigger number, but I was looking at the wrong number. That nice clash you're hearing is the sound of Gatherer's Boon going off. Alright, so you see how this is a node, but it does not have a little box above it? That's not one for our quest. So we're just looking for these ones. We'll start with, I guess we'll start over here. Chopping firewood for Buscarron. Well, after everything that guy does for us, I think it's pretty good. And on to the next one. So with this one, it's not just a matter of getting the items, it's actually a matter of testing each node. So we need to get at least 32 bundles, but we do need to check the nodes. So now we can relax because we've got the minimum. And we just need to chop away until we get the rest. So that was 4. Five, sorry. We're doing node 6 now. Done. Checking for node 7. You'll notice we don't have the option just to auto log. We actually have to click for each hit. And over here. Alright, now I think, have a quick look at our map. Yes. Yes, let's return to the Leve map because it's going to be quicker than running all the way back. We're not going to turn everything in though. We're going to toddle back out and do this in a logical fashion. These are the furthest away, so I might start with this one and we're just going to work around in a clockwise direction, starting with Shaken, not stirred. Let's have a look. Shaken, not stirred. Killing beast softly. Rock my wall. Moon in Rouge. And can't start a fire. So let's go. Shaken, not stirred. Killing beast softly. Rock my wall. Moon in Rouge. I've forgotten. Can't start a fire. Okay. Shaken, not stirred is easy to find if I do this. Okay, it's a botanist one, so make sure we're in our botanist gear and we're going to go find that. Where's my sprint? Right, let me just find my sprint and add it to my hotbar. I don't know what happened to that. Actions and traits, under general. Find sprint, stick sprint where it should be. It's probably somewhere on my screen, I just haven't, no, I'm not seeing it. Just occasionally your abilities will do that. Don't ask me why, it's probably because I'm klutzy with the keyboard. This way. Okay, get into the green area. You'll see that there are already botanist things here. Those are not the things we're looking for. There's no little square above them. Into shaken, not stirred. Into initiate the quest. Go OK. And confirm. Alright, now you'll see that the green has changed. So we go M. So it's in that area there. So it's this small circle. So what we're looking for are these lush vegetation patches. We could join the fate. If the fate's still running when we're done. Right. Oh, okay. Let's go for Bountiful Harvest. And Ageless Words. Oh, fine. You've got to have made one. And then we'll just do this. It looks like someone's having fun with the fate. Okay, that's that one gone. We're just going to let them do that because we're now in the middle of a thing. So, unfortunately. That was an archer actually, probably doing their Leve things. Let's give ourselves a better chance of bountiful harvest. We're out of cordials. I think we need to go and spend some. If they sell it at the Grand Company. All right, where are we at? 21 out of 40. No, after the blue ones. I know I am gonna come and do this fate as soon as I finish here. But I can't really stop it. Well, I don't know if I can. I don't want to try it. So we're getting about 12 out of each if we don't miss. 6 to 12 per. So 2 more nodes. Alright, let's get a bountiful harvest out of it. And that's all I can do here. Alright, I need one more node. Ha, there it is. And we only need two successful swings. Alright, duty is complete. Let us not teleport back, we've got a plan. Let's jump into this fate. I'm going to just jump in as my lancer. There we go. It's overkill, but that's okay. Oh no, it's not overkill. They're about our level. Radio. Oh, aggro Kedtraps. Gotta love them. Deal with this one. Do I have my health on me? Yes, I do. Okay. We've got 10 minutes, so we'll get this done no time. So all I need is 2 fates. Oh, whoops, I ignored the wrong thing, never mind. You, spitting, bad habit. Alright, and then they run away. Okay, so that means we need 1 more fate for our challenge log. And we will have completed both fate areas. It does put a little tick beside it so that you know which sections you've completed. Okay. What are we standing in? Killing beasts softly. Let's have a quick look at our journal. We will take Shaken Not Stirred off. Go to Killing beasts softly. I think we need to be a lancer for this one. We do. Initiate that. Let's go. We are going to suffer a penalty for it, but that's okay. Look, a treasure chest right in the middle of something I need to check. Why is it not letting me have that? Well, rude. Maybe I need to get rid of the threat first, before it'll let me have it. Give it a minute. Okay, yes, that's exactly it. Alrighty. Whoa, right on top of me. Rude. So we have a look for the smaller dots and it will show us where to go. That and the big shiny patches I did give away too. We're also looking for any alternate targets that might happen. There it is. Okay. There it is. Let's go. Boom. Okay. That should be all spaces. Done. Give it a minute. Yep. Now we need to... We're not returning. We're going this way. Let's go for a sprint through the uneven forest ground because it's not a great way to break an ankle. Whoops. I know, right? We're going up here. I just need to stop though. Just stop about here. Go M. This is Rock My Wall, and I'm pretty sure it is a mining one. So let's go into J for journal. Take that off. Rock My Wall. Alrighty. Are we there yet? No, we're not, but let's initiate it anyway. Confirm. We have our auto sneak on before we enter the area. That makes it much easier when we want to start things. And there we go. Let's go. I know, we're just chipping away. So what we're doing is making sure we get our target items. Once we've got our target items, we still have to finish the mining, but most of this is done. So our mining is at level 51. I can't remember if we've... No, we haven't done the quest for it yet though. So that is something we'll have to get to. 21. We need 9 more rocks to have our minimum. So if we finish all of this and we've missed shots and we haven't gathered enough, what we'll find is we'll fail the fate. So if you're doing the fate at or above the level of the fate, it's generally a good idea just to make sure you've gathered the items you need. Alright, now we've got our minimum. We don't need to do anything fancy to get it done. It's just a matter of going through everything in the time required. Lev quests. Gotta love them. They're a good way to level up your jobs. If you're not doing a lot of dungeoning, which I haven't been at the moment because I've got other things to do with that class that I can get done. And besides, the Leves will pay me. So I will get gold out of it, which is nice. You'll have something to compensate for. Oh my god! I am so glad I am this level because otherwise that thing would probably have seen right through my invisibility and eaten me. Oh, Fluffy, where'd you go? Fluffy's like, I am out of here. It didn't eat Fluffy. Fluffy's timer ran out. We haven't really done a lot of hunt targets, and to be honest, I haven't explored that aspect of the game very much. So we will have to check it out and see what it entails. Alright. Just like we have to check out the Palace of the Dead. We may spend a couple of episodes in there because we need to get to floor 50 before we get to I think it's the third section. So after Heavensward when we go to Kikane. Oh no, sorry, spoilers, but anyway. Alright, that duty is complete. And we are not returning, no. We're going this way. So I mean, Leve quests are easy. You just have to do them in a logical and orderly fashion. And that's good. What's this? Moon in Rouge. J. So we've done Rock My Wall. You can tell which ones you've done. There's a nice green tick there. We're about to go nuts and get a whole bunch of rewards. This is We Keepers of the Moon have a long history. Travel to South Shroud. Equip a botanist's secondary weapon. A secondary tool. So that's that. So we're looking for shrubberies. We have 16 out of 16 Leve quests we've picked up. We will clear those very shortly. We're going to tell it to initiate that because we're standing in the edge. There we go. Try not to initiate it before you get to it, otherwise you might be running short of time, depending how close. So Soldier's Soreberries. Okay, this is not Moon in Rouge. This one over here is though. Moon in Rouge, lush vegetation patch. I'm so glad I've got Sneak. Those guys are very unfriendly. Soldier's Strawberries, we need a minimum of 40, so let's give ourselves a bit of a bounty and maybe improve our chances to get Gatherer's Boon. So this one we don't have a minimum number of nodes to go through. We just have to get a minimum number of bits. So which tree? A little berry bush. So we're going to do our best to get as much of those early on. I probably should have put on my harvester's boon as well. Halfway there. Okay. Oh, there we are. Alright, we're out of GP again. We still have our food running though, so we're getting an extra 3% on our XP as well as a little bit of a boost to our gathering and our perception. So things are a little bit easier for us to do at the moment. So we're also more likely to get Gatherer's Boon and things like that. Where did it say? Up here. Now we're just doing it raw. We only need 4 more to reach our goal, so that's not bad. There we are, done. No, we're not returning, but thank you for the offer. Rightio. We are standing in can't start a fire, so J. That one. Can't start a fire is a mining quest. Let's just change that. Can't start a fire. Miner's primary tool. Initiate the quest because we're standing in it. It'll be interesting to see if we've got... See those little pictures that pop up just before you start? Those little pictures are the ones that give you your different plates. So when it says do Leves with different plates, it's do Leves with different little pictures that pop up at the start, basically. I know, they're like, I can hear the sound of a pickaxe, but I can't see anything. You'll see we're actually gaining a little bit of XP for the things that we're gathering. There it is. Looks like we'll be running round and round the rock. We will also... Ooh, an eye for quantity miner. I wonder if that's one of our special thingamywhatsits. We're going to have to check that out in a minute. Once we finish this lab, not before. I know, round and round we go. This is a special rock, isn't it? Look at you collecting those special rocks. Anything to improve our chances of getting extra bits. We actually have nearly got our 40, so we don't need to worry too much, but it would be nice. There we go. Okay. Nope, not returning to Quarrymill. Now, let's just go into here, into character, and then down the bottom for achievements, and then we're going to go to the last 5. Gather 300 items with Gatherer's Boon as a miner. Cool. Burning a hole in my pocket. That's the flame seals. Sweet science. Ammo warrior. How to query. There you go. So we're currently doing, if you go into so this crafting and gathering. Oh my god! Lulladale! How do I get that? Oh, Skyward Scorer's Disciple of the Hand. Well, we're just going to have to work toward that. We are currently working on our botanist, so have a quick looky in botanist. So 1 to 10 mature trees in Lanacia. So we haven't done that yet. We will work on that. I'll bore you to tears with that later. Logging hours in the Black Shroud. 1 to 10 mature trees. We've done that one. The ones we haven't done are these ones that are not coloured. So we're in level 30 patches. So we've got a ways to go. Once we get all 5 of these, we can actually claim a title. There you go. But once we have all of the regions, so Lanacia, Black Shroud, and Thenland, we can go for an Axe of the Luminary. There are easier ways to get level 50 weapons, but that is a pretty one. Okay. We are looking for, let's go this way. Alright, so it looks like I've got way more Lev quests than I have. Well, I'm going to have to find out where those other Levs are. Okay, the Muntai Cellars. Oh, unless it's... No. Wow, I don't know where they are. Okay, so we're looking for Baby Light My Way and Mushroom Gobblin. So, Jay, we will just go can't start a fire, get rid of that. Mushroom Gobblin is here. And Baby Light My Way is here. Alright, we're doing Baby Light My Way first. And then we're going to go Mushroom Gobblin. Actually, it looks like there's a couple in this. Hard Being Moogle is the other one. I missed it? So where's Belly Up? South Shroud. Okay, we will get to that, but first we'll get to this one. So we did get them all in the area. So now there's 3 of them. Hard Being Moogle, Mushroom Gobblin, and Baby Light My Way. We got this. Okay, now Hard Being Moogles. Okay, one of the ones we're turning in. That's good to know. That was our first one we did, wasn't it? I knew that. Okay, Baby Light My Way. Let's find it. Equip a miner's primary tool. We are currently a miner. Find the quest. Click Initiate in the quest. Go Confirm. And start it in a logical fashion. Looks like we need to complete 8. And we have a minimum number of items to get. So let's give our GP a bit of a wallocking there. Alright, so we should get what we need out of 3 nodes. And then the rest is just gravy. Let's go with 100 there. And 100 there. Alright, after this we're in trouble. Halfway to our minimum. Which means we should make the rest without any problems. Alright. Do I have enough? I have enough to do something. Let's improve our Mountaineer's gift. There we go. Because every time we do Gatherer's Boon, we're getting an extra one. Alright, we've made our minimum. Now we can just relax. Beautiful. Now we have to just go through the target sites and finish them. Okay, and over this way. So all this because we needed to level up Lancer. It looks very much like I'm leveling up a couple of my gathering classes as well. That won't hurt. And it's not unusual to level your gathering classes up faster than anything else. Just be aware though that as you do, some of your Grand Company quests become unobtainable until you reach the point in the story that unlocks the area that those items are in. Alright, so we've made our base number. Now we just need to finish doing these. Okay. The good thing though is if you have, if you can't get the items that the Grand Company wants, you can still come out to a specific area and do Leves. And even if you're a long way above the Leve, you'll still get a little bit of gain from it. There we go. We are not heading back. I think what we needed next was our botany Leve. So mushroom goblin, let's equip our botanist primary tool. We still have auto sneak on, so I'm not complaining. We're not going after just any old botany, we're going after the botany that's in our Leves. Looks like we're going to be invading the mushroom camp. The goblin camp. We better stop. We need to initiate our Leve quest. So we just get rid of baby light my way because we've done it. Mushroom goblin. Let's initiate that. And then I'm going to have a look and see where these other ones are. They might be in a different zone. I might have just forgotten they were in my list. Right, this is a... Okay, we do have to survey 8 sites and we have to do a minimum of a minimum of 32. Okay. Looks like we can just run it round in a circle. So what I'm doing is just making sure I get the minimum, then I'm just going to chill out and not use my GP as much. Okay. Alright, we should be able to get it from here. Maybe. I love that lovely clash sound. Means you've got a Gatherer's Boon has gone off. Beautiful. There we are. So we've hit our minimum. Now we just have to do... I know I missed one over here. There it is. We just have to do these. This is site 4. And off we go to Site 5. Do not do this if they can see you. They will mug you because they are little gobbers. Okay. Oh gosh, and it's been another long episode. I'm sorry, guys. We are going to finish this lab though. This one and then we'll step out to the other one. So basically we've just got 2 more nodes to go. So this one and the next one. And then we're going to head back, we're going to turn in our quest and we might call it a day. We'll just see how much we advanced our Lancer. Pretty sure we leveled up at least once with that, just by doing the activity. I know we leveled up our miner just once. Something very relaxing about doing this. Just chopping down the trees. Wouldn't be very relaxing if I was actually chopping down a tree. Alrighty, that's that. We've completed our duty. I'm not going to bore you to tears by running all the way back to Quarrymill. We're just going to let the Lev teleport us back so we can turn things in. I am going to change my class back to Lancer so that the battle quests XP goes to Lancer. Let's collect our rewards. Okay, performance, difficulty, speed of completion. Okay. Okay, these are our battle Levs. So it'll be interesting to see if out of these 16 Levs, gathering and battle, there we go. Lancer level 27. It's 50,000 XP and we did get a bonus on some of these. Elemental housekeeping, so some of this will be XP going into our yeah, so that was our botanist. Okay, so far we have leveled up. Okay, we leveled up our miner, so we've leveled up our miner and we've leveled up our botanist, but we haven't yet leveled up our Lancer. Oh my goodness, that's okay. And again. Alright, that's it. So we leveled up our botanist and our miner. Did we at least get our challenge log done? Does not look well, it might. Crafting and gathering. Go down to we've done desynthesizing. Okay. We didn't gather from nodes of our own thing. Actually, we're looking at Lev quests. Oh my gosh. Okay, so complete 5 Lev quests with different Lev plates. We have managed to do 4 different Lev plates and complete 10 quests. So we do have a little bit more of that to go. I am curious though because I know I've got more Levs in my journal and I don't know where they are. So let's go down to Lev quests in South Shroud. Okay. Thought we are in South Shroud, but I think where we need to go is Quarrymill. So not Quarrymill, Tranquil, down here. So if I go down to here, we probably have more Lev quests down here. So we're going to clean those up at the very beginning of next episode. I think we're going to level to level 30 next episode. We'll find out. Let me highlight them in my journal. So what I'll do is I'll do this. So now you'll see them coming up over here. Because sometimes they won't show if they're not focused. Alright, and now, let's see where they are. Okay, no, they are all up there. Well, alright, let's just dip it down back there. Next episode, we will clean up all of those, and we'll probably go clockwise again, starting in the bottom corner. But I think, on that note, guys, I'm going to bid you adieu. If you have enjoyed this episode, please hit like. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe. And I will check you later. Take care out there.